Hi everybody, Susie here, just another beauty guru on YouTube, obviously, or you wouldn't be finding me here. I just love doing get ready with me's, and so grab your brushes, grab your makeup, and let's do this. Let's get ready together, shall we? I'm going to chit chat a little bit. I think I'm going to go into the Fantasy Cosmetica, which I have just used this to the bone, but I love it. Love it. Isn't that pretty? I think so. I think that light blue is calling me, and the transitional color and the purple. What do you think? Sounds like a plan? Then tomorrow we're going to practice getting ready for a job interview on Monday. Yeah, because we are going to go into some beautiful neutral tones, and we're going to use, I think, the Mary Chrissy palette. I'll have to look. We might use Natasha Denona because she is just a clever girl and knows how to do her shimmers. If I can just tone it down, adjust my style, I think the interview would go really, really well. I really do. And yeah, so I'm excited. So how is everybody today? I hope that you're doing well. I hope that this finds you doing well. I have to clean my brushes, obviously, because, yeah, they have not been cleaned in about a week. But I've only used them for one or two colors, so that's really, really good on my part, because usually I use them a lot before I clean them. So I'm going to go ahead and give them a good scrubbing today so that they're ready for, you know, the big day, the job interview. And I filled out another application today for another place, so my eggs are not all in one basket, but this is a really good basket to be in. If I can get this job, that would just soften the blow beautifully, you know, and everything would be good. Oh no, I got glitter all over me. Shit. Shit. What was I thinking? Oh my goodness, it's all over my hand. What was I doing? Oh, I've got to clean this whole office up. I've just got glitter everywhere, y'all. Oh man. Man, oh man, that is no bueno. That is no bueno. All right, I'm here to tell you, I really love this. Thank Me Later by Elizabeth Mott. You can get it on Amazon, and it is at drugstore pricing. You know, drugstore, and I heard this said by another content creator, that drugstore is just a place to buy makeup. It's no longer a price point. And unfortunately, you know, with $25 foundations at the drugstore now, it's like, Jesus Christ, I might as well go to Sephora, you know, because the Sephora brand, I think, is only $20, and that's a really good brand. It's a really good product to get. So, yeah, it's drugstores going up in pricing, and it's no longer the deal of the week. Now you really got to go out there and hunt for deals, and that's crazy, but it's okay. It's going to be okay, because I'm still going to do my videos. I'm still going to be wearing my makeup every day. It's my deal. It's my Jimmy Jam. It's what I do. It's what I love. And you're not taking that from me. Nope, nope. All right, I'm going to go into Potions, which is this, like, It's this blue color here. See, that's what we're going into. And then we're going to go into the purple, the darker purple that's called Coven. So let's do this one. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of kick up. But I don't want fallout. Need to practice going in lighter handed with these colors and building them up. The patience to blend really makes a difference when you're doing this type of work. I'm just doing the windshield wiper motions. Now I'm making swirly circles. Swirly, swirly. My husband is downstairs listening to some music. I can hear it playing. If you hear music in the background, that's my husband blasting it out from downstairs. He's really getting nervous about Tuesday, and Monday's going to be really rough for him because he's got to go 24 hours on a liquid diet before he goes into surgery. And he's got a very busy schedule on his work calendar. And I'm so proud of him because he's taking on so many more responsibilities at work. And I just think, wow. If that were me, what lost my vision, I'd be in a puddle of goo on the ground, crying. You're going to take my eye. Ah! And he's just like, let's do this. Well, he's not just like, let's do this, but because he is nervous. He is very nervous about it, but he isn't backing down. You know what I mean? He's up for the challenge. Batman! Trust the process. Trust the process. That's the color I wanted. All right, so we got that blue on there. Now we're going to go in with this one and get Coven, which is the dark purple. We're going to put it in the outer corner. So I'm nervous and excited and just ready to start this new chapter in my life. I mean, I got in trouble for my behavior and paid the consequences for it, and that's okay. Didn't kill me. It did not kill me. I still stand by what I was trying to do, but I do not stand by the idiotic behavior that I ended up doing. You know what I mean? Like getting all angry and shit. That's so wrong. That's so wrong. Here I thought I was doing good in my life, living my best life. Clean and not using and getting rid of all these addict behaviors, and yet there they were waiting for me, just waiting for me to blow up. So it's just to say I am a work in progress, and that's okay. That is okay. We are all work in progress. We're not going to be perfect. Not everybody has my background. I come from a very abusive childhood. I've had abusive relationships. I ended up nearly throwing my life away to addiction. And there's a lot of PTSD that I'm still working through. That does not give me the right to act out. But I understand why I did it, you know? And so that's just more work for me to do to take care of me. That's more that I need to work on. You know, it's not the end of the world today like it used to be, the end of the world. The end of the world. All right, I'm going to go into this one because I love this color. It's called Altar. It's almost a greenish blue, but it's also a purpley color. It's a transition-y color. It's a lot of fun. I'm going to put that in the middle because I'm going to put the purple on the outside and the light, the purple herbs, and then the moonlight on the inside. And I think this will look perfect right in between those two colors. Betty Bean or Betty Jean. She did a phenomenal job with this collaboration. She really, really did. Okay. I'm going to go into Moonlight. The very light whitish blue. To almost a turquoise color. Look at that. God, that's so pretty. Isn't that pretty? So we've just been relaxing today, and it's been so nice to sleep in and relax and not worry about work. It really has been truly a blessing. I've hit 2 meetings this week. I'm going to hit another one tomorrow, and I'm super stoked. And then Monday, I have a job interview. And then hopefully I hear from the HR personnel at the hospital. I'm going to give them a call again Monday morning. And then I got to call the unemployment office. Because I hit a bunch of brick walls when I was trying to do all that. Go onto the websites and yeah, I hit a bunch of brick walls. So isn't that pretty? Pretty purple. And that's okay. Because like I said, I just picked up the phone and started dialing. And that helped so much. So much. That's how I got my job interview. Picked up the phone and started dialing. Isn't that pretty? Okay. I think that is divine. I think that is just absolutely stunning. It's so pretty. Gosh, I just get so excited about this palette. I keep using it over and over and over again. It's just wonderful. All right, that's done for the eyes. Now we're going to shut this, put it out of the way, and get into the base. And I'm going to start off with Thank Me Later by Elizabeth Mott. And I'm really loving this. This one turned out really, really good. And so I'm really grateful that I got it. Definitely a repurchase. If you want to try a good primer. This does have silicone, so double check that your makeup has silicone, because it really does make a difference to use silicone base with silicone base and water base with water base. And a lot of primers that say blur and perfect are going to be your silicone based primers. And I love the way this feels on my skin. It feels really, really good. And then you also got to check your foundations to make sure if they're water-based or silicone. And you're looking for anything that ends in like a cone, like dimethicone, trimethicone. Those type of things are going to be your silicone. And they'll be up in the front of the ingredient list on your product. And some people have very sensitive skin and silicone breaks them out. So you've got to check to see if your skin is sensitive to silicone or not. Now, if you use some of the same products I use and you've never had a problem with it, then you don't have a problem with it. If you use the Revlon Color Stay, that has silicone in it. The Maybelline Lumi Matte has silicone in it. The ABH Impeccable has silicone in it. We also have, if you're similar to me and you like those products, we also have oily combination skin, because these products don't do good on dry skin. They do good on oily combo skin. All right, sorry about that. I went to go wet my sponge and I was going to use this Wonder Snatch. I put my concealer on, and now I'm trying to get some of this powder out of the Wonder Snatch, but oh yes, there's plenty in there. Good deal. To set my concealer. Now, the Wonder Snatch concealer has been made available to the US, and if you want me to try it, give me a comment and I will try it. Not just for the comedy purposes of the name, because you all know what I feel about a Wonder Snatch. I just think that's the worst name. But then again, you know, Tarte just came out with Tube Job. For their mascara. And that is just really pushing the boundaries to me. Of course, my mind's always in the gutter, so, you know, what can I say? This is not a channel for children. I drop the F-bomb a lot. I say cuss words a lot. Real life me isn't like my work life, where in work is totally different and I don't talk or behave inappropriately most of the time. So that being said, I got a few days of reprieve from that. Hopefully Hopefully this week will bring some good news. If there are any prayer warriors out there, I will take them. Absolutely. I will absolutely take all the prayers I can get, that this is a good lead for a good job for me. Very pretty, very pretty. Let's see if we can do it again. This brow is so much bigger and thicker than that brow. I'm going to have to make that brow a little bit thicker. That's okay. My brows are so freaking uneven. This brow has scar tissue on it because I had some idiot asshole that I was living with because I was a dumb kid who just thought she knew everything and thought he was my soulmate, you know, and he bit my eye open. Yeah, my soulmate bit my eye open. But he's different and I can change him, Daddy. Yeah. We've all been there. Well, a lot of us have been there, I should say. Because there are people who have lived perfectly normal lives, had perfect dating history, where, yeah, that's way bigger, where they didn't have abusive assholes in their dating history, where that just wasn't a thing, that they had higher standards for themselves. And I know women like this, and I look up to them. You know, that wasn't my deal. And for a long time, I didn't think I deserved to be treated properly, you know. I don't like that line. But it's about right. There we go. But you know that trauma from your childhood really does follow you, and you don't know. And when it follows you like that, you allow bad things to happen in your life. Today, I would never allow anything like that to happen in my life. If a man laid his hands on me today, I would end him in his sleep. Don't get me wrong, I don't think I'm a big Billy badass. I couldn't end somebody physically. But, you know, like with physical brute strength, I don't have brute strength. But I would never let another person put their hands on me again for the rest of my life. And I pray my children never let that happen to them. Okay, well, we got big brows today. We got big brows and we cannot lie. Oh, God. Copyright infringement. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Oh, bronzer. Oh, wait. Let's go with the creamy stuff. Yes, the bronzer, the blush bronzer. This one. Yes, because it looks so good. It really does. My husband was hurting in his back, on the right side of his back, and it was hurting a lot. And the other night he thinks this is what caused it. The other night he told Alexa to play some sweet song, and she did, and he grabbed me by the hand and had me get up, and we danced. And we danced. And it was beautiful. And then after that he danced some more. And it was so sweet. And it was nice to see him happy and dancing. And he thinks that's what fucked up his hip, was the wiggling and the dancing. And I'm just like, no, stop it. No, we are not there. That is not where we're at. Get your butt up and go do some exercise, dude. No way. No, I'm not ready to be to where we can't dance for we're going to throw a hip out type bullshit. That's some bullshit, y'all. No, no. No, that's some bullshit. I am not there. I am not ready to be there. Nay, nay, I say. You know, it really makes me sad because I'm a huge Bailey Sarian fan, and I think she is done with her videos. I hope I'm wrong, but she hasn't posted in 3 months. And the last thing she posted was a huge rant. And I think what happened was she took a deep dive into the Epstein files, you know, and bless her heart. She's so young, but she's so woke. And she's right. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? We have to do something because the system is broken. Even if you have insurance, you have to have dual insurance if you're like my husband with his issues, because you have to pay a lot of money just to pay a lot of money. And he makes good money. He does, but it's not enough, you know, and I'm grateful that it's just the two of us because we can afford the two of us, but we couldn't afford a child right now. Absolutely not. And that's scary. That's really scary. You know, I'm of the age that I don't have children anymore. My children are all grown. His children are grown. And still, I don't know how people do it today. I don't. It's a lot to put on a young couple. You know, they're doing everything right. They're going to college. They're getting degrees. They're getting beautiful jobs, and they can't afford to live. And I'm talking jobs that pay high dollar. You know, that what used to be middle class is now low income. And that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. We should not be in a society that people can't afford groceries, you know? And yet that's where we're at. And if you break an arm or a hip or a leg, you're screwed. You are so screwed. If you get in an accident, oh my God, and you can't work, Lord help you. You know, you're going to lose everything. And that's scary. What do you think of this shirt? Yay. Silence. I kill you. It was my husband's. It don't fit him anymore, so. Jeff Dunham's a hoot. He is so much fun. And yeah, I thoroughly enjoy watching that man. He cracks me up to no end. I love it. It's funny. It's good stuff. And it's a good family comedy type stuff. You know what I mean? All right, I'm going to go back in to this and go into that light blue color, that Potions color for under my eye. All right, look at there. That's right. It's exactly what I want. There is a lot of kick up though, but that's okay because this indie brand is so highly pigmented. It's just beautiful. Just beautiful. I love it. What I need is a good pencil sharpener because my sharpener keeps taking my tips off of my eyeliners and lip liners, and I don't know what to do about that because I'm getting small. My liners are getting small and I'm losing product. Now I'm told Ravi Beauty has a really, really good one, and I'll buy 2 of them because I have one for lip liners and one for eyeliners. Because you don't want to mix those up. Oh, that looks really good. Looking good, y'all. Looking good. I'm loving it. See, trust the process. It will come together in the end. It's just makeup. It washes off. I don't have to worry about it, you know? And so yeah, I'm really excited about what I've got coming up. And I'm going to see if my friend who works at the one company can get my application moved up in the ranks so that they call me. Yeah, because I got to get my hustle on, y'all. I'm not going to sit here without a job. It's not happening. It's not happening. Now, I know I can get unemployment, and that will help, but I'm seriously talking about getting a job within the next week or 2. There are opportunities. I just have to find them and exploit them and use them. You know, I could be a case manager for a treatment facility, but I don't know if that requires a degree or not. I do have some college experience, but that's the college experience I have is for digital media, and there's a lot of work that can be done in digital media. I'm out of practice, you know what I mean? I gotta get back into the swing of it. Now, I was really proud of myself for not getting frustrated the other day when I was trying to get onto the healthcare marketplace and get onto the job work site where you look for jobs, you know? All right, let's see if I can't get this upper lip lined evenly. can't talk while I'm doing that. I don't know why I'm recording it. It's almost right. Such a good cool tone brown. Just love it. Now, the question is always bold or nude. Let's go with a nude. My husband hates that. He likes the bold because they're a matte. They're a soft matte. I do have this nude that is a matte, but it's a really dry one. It's a good nude though. What do you think? Should I put the gloss on top? Yeah. All right, y'all. That about does it. What do you think? I hope I got a chance at that job on Monday. I really do, because I don't want to be looking for jobs forever. I hope it's everything that was talked about, and we shall see what happens. Yeah, we shall see what happens. I have not filled out an application for it. Like I said, I just called and said, I heard you're looking for help. They're like, why don't you come on in? And I'm like, okay, sounds like a plan, you know? And yeah, let's hope that that's how it works out. I seem to get along great with the lady on the phone. So we shall see. We shall see. But thank you all for joining me today. I really appreciate it. If you're still here, leave me a comment. Let me know what color I should do. If I should go Natasha Denona or if I should go with Glaminatrix. I really like Glaminatrix, but it might be too bold for a job interview. First impressions are really, really important. And this is definitely too bold for a job interview. If I could get out of this place. Always listening to my Jimmy Jam, Piano Man by Billy Joel. All right. Thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. It's really important. I really do want to get at least 1,000 followers this year. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it strong. Let's keep moving on. Thanks so much. Bye.